banana. Oh, hello. Ah, I'm just on my way to meet Patty. She lives in the village just over there. She makes the most delicious vadas. Vadas are spicy donuts. They are delicious. Well, maybe I should tell you just a little story about Patty. Now, as you know, Patty makes delicious vadas, and the villagers come from far and wide to eat her vadas. One day, Patty woke up with the sun and sang, because Patty loved to sing. Ta-na, na, 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 na. Ta-na, na, 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 na. And Patty went about brushing her teeth, having her shower, and then went into the kitchen to check on the urad dal that had been fermenting all night, ready to be made into vadas. Off she went. She looked at the bowl. That was just right. She took it and she ground it. And as she ground it, she sang, ta-na, na, 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 na. Ta-na, na, 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 na. She looked down. Oh, it was perfect. Now she had to add a few things into it. She took an onion, she peeled it, and then she chopped it. Chop, chop, choppity chop. She put it into the batter. And then she took a few chilies just to add the heat. And she chopped those. Chop, 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 chop. Into the batter it went. She thought, I might take some of the herbs that I grow in my garden. She took a few. She put them into the pot. And then, last of all, she put a pinch of salt. And all the while she sang, ta-na, na, 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 na. Ta-na, na, 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 na. While she looked down and she mixed, everything was mixed. She put it aside, and then she lit the stove. Chick! That fire looked great. She picked up the kadhai, which is an iron pot. She put it onto the fire, and she put some oil in, and she waited, because the oil had to be just the right temperature. It started bubbling. She took a little batter, put it into the pot just as a test, and it sizzled and it bubbled. Said Patty, the oil is just right. She took some batter, she put it into her hand. Tatti, 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 tatti. She went, she looked, it looked lovely. Then she put a tiny hole in the center. She popped it into the kadhai. There it started cooking. Now Patty had to make a lot more, so she took some more batter. Tatti, 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 tatti. She never forgot that little hole, but tiny one, put it into the pot. She made quite a few, and then she watched them sizzling and bubbling, turning golden brown, and the aroma, it was fabulous. She turned them over with her sieve so they cooked well underneath. Once it was cooked, she put off the fire and she took out the vadas. She put them on a plate and she took them out. She went out and she took them and she sat under a tall peepal tree on a woven mat made of banana leaves. Patty sat there, spread out her vadas. Now, little did Patty know that on the top branch of that peepal tree sat a crow. That crow could smell those vadas with her sharp beak. Patty looked around and she called, come, Patty's vadas are ready. Come and eat. The smell wafted through the village and people came. Little ones, old ones, young ones, they all came. Now, Patty knew everyone in that village because she'd lived there for a long time. And she saw Babu how is your studies going? Lakshmi, is your mother feeling better? Now, Manju, how is married life treating you? Oh, people came. She kept selling her vadas. Now, after that, she saw there was just one vada left and her throat was parched, for she had been chatting. So she got up and she went off inside her house to get a drink of water. That crow that was sitting high up in the tree thought, this is the right time. There's no one there. So she came swooping down, snapped up that vada, and flew back high up onto the tree. Oh no, that vada was too hot. She had to wait. The breeze blew through the leaves, taking that delicious aroma into the forest nearby. That aroma was caught by a fox. His nose was so sharp. He sniffed left. He sniffed right. He sniffed and followed the scent right to the bottom of that peepal tree. He sniffed and he followed that scent right up. Saw that crow with that golden, delicious dish in his mouth. Oh, he wanted that. He needed that. And he was clever. So he smiled his sly smile and he looked up at that crow and he said, "Oh, you beautiful creature, you, with your glistening wings, I am certain that your voice is as beautiful as you." Now that crow, she looked shyly down and she thought, "Ah, those words are like music to my ears, for all I ever hear is shoo, 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 go, 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 go. If I sing, I think that fox would love me even more. Perhaps I should sing him my favorite song." And she sang. She opened her beak and she sang. Ka, 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 ka. She sang. Down went that vada into the waiting mouth of the fox. As it came down, he grabbed it and ran into that forest. Crow hung her head. She had made a mistake. Oh, na 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 na. Oh, that feels so much better. But he came out. She was so ready to have that last vada. And she looked down and she rubbed her eyes. It's gone. I'm sure there was one left. She looked here, she looked there, she looked everywhere. She couldn't find it. "Acha," she said. "I suppose someone was hungrier than me. What can I do? I'll just go to Lakshmi's house over there and have a beautiful cup of chai and a good old chat." And off went Patti to have her chai and a chat. Now, if I stay talking to you, I'm going to miss the vadas, so I better run. Thank you so much for listening, and I'll see you again. Bye-bye.